Later on in the night, when the crowds have gone, we could talk under moonlight till dawn.
New week, new workout studio. Today we're trying out Studio 3. I have been wanting to go and do a yoga class. It just feels like my body needs that right now. And I had been looking at different studios, but I really wanted to do a hot yoga class. So the one that was available was Studio 3. And also I was looking at a specific time. I wanted after like 11 a.m. so I'm doing it at 12. The reason that I did that on purpose is because I realized I like to have some fuel in my body, so food, for doing these workouts, especially on the weekends. Like Monday through Fridays, I have to wake up early already for work. My weekends are my rest days in terms of I don't set an alarm. I kind of went back and forth a little bit on like going or not going, but then I saw the coach, the person that's gonna coach us today, and she seems so cool and I really liked her energy, and I think it's just such a perfect way to end the weekend of going to yoga and then starting the week. And A, my body needs a good stretch, and B, I need this meditation time. So
roller coaster ride, hands up in the sky, take you on a ride, love to feel the high, we can start again, laughing to the end, screaming at the top, hope it never stops.
that was one of the best yoga classes I have ever done. I went to Michi's class. This is like the first yoga teacher that I have experienced where I truly loved her energy and her style, and I'm so excited to come back. I got so emotional towards the end and I like cried a little bit, which is actually very normal, and I think it's actually a good sign of a good yoga class because it makes you feel comfortable. I feel so at peace right now. One of the other things that I really like about this studio is that they don't allow you to record the workout classes, so you have to leave your phone outside, and if you bring your phone and they catch you recording, they're gonna charge you I think it's like $15 or something like that. But I like that especially for a yoga class where it feels very personal, because you really want to get grounded and you want to be one within. And I feel so at peace right now. Like I feel like I'm gonna cry, because sometimes we forget to take a pause and to reflect. And at the end of that class, when you just kind of lay there, if you've never taken a yoga class, you do yoga poses, you do stretches, you do different movements and poses, which are actually difficult, so it's a mini workout. And the best part is by the end of it, your full body is stretched. Especially women, we hold a lot of, I don't know what it's called, emotions, or we retain a lot of our emotions or stress in our hips. So when you stretch out your hips, it's very good for us, for men too. And you just take a pause. And it made me so emotional, because as you're journaling, as you're going to therapy, as you're doing all these things, you're working and working and working to like fix yourself, but very rarely do you just take a pause and say, wow, I am doing enough, I am enough. I'm also not the best at yoga. I don't know all the lingos and terminology, so at one point I got really frustrated. I was like, oh, there's other people that are doing it so bad or doing better than me, and I was like, wait, you showed up. You are doing it scared. And that's enough. So yeah, you don't have the poses down, but you can't, like maybe some of these people have been doing it for 2 years. You know, you're just kind of starting back into yoga. I've only taken it here and there. You shut up, and that's enough. Out of all the studios I've been so far, that's by far my favorite studio. It is the atmosphere, it's clean, It's good energy. Everyone that works there was so sweet. They also have different stuff. So Michi actually teaches a hot Pilates class, which I also want to take because I've loved her yoga. I imagine I'm gonna love her hot Pilates. And I think they also do like one that's called 3x3, so it's more high intensity and stuff like that. They have like a bunch of different stuff. Do something for yourself today or this week, something that is selfish and it's just for you, and it's just because it's going to make you happy and bring you joy, whether that's going on a walk, whether that's going to the restaurant you've been wanting to go to, whether that's getting yourself a cup of coffee, or that sweatshirt you really wanted. Whatever that looks like for you, do something for yourself, because you are worth it and you deserve it, and you are a good person and you're enough. It's enough. So I'm gonna make my drive home now. It's 111. As I said that, like I'm not even kidding you guys. 111. I look to the left right now and there's a graffiti art and it says love. I think we should all just love ourselves a little bit more, because the world is hard as it is, and we shouldn't be more hard on ourselves. So I was thinking, I don't know what the theme of this vlog is gonna be, and I just thought it. I just realized what it is. It's love, self-love, love as you are. That's enough. You are enough. Part of what I've learned from self-love is also to be honest with ourselves and to not feel like we have to do certain things to make certain goals happen. Let me explain. My self-love for today is being honest with myself. I woke up so tired. I have been pushing my body to places I haven't been in a very long time when it comes to my workouts, which I'm really, really proud about. But to be fully transparent, I haven't been the best at prioritizing my recovery. And one thing I've learned from years of working out, some of these years have been years where I've been working out in a healthy way, and a lot of those years have been years I've been working out in a very unhealthy way. What I learned from those unhealthy years is that a very important key to getting the fitness goals that you want to get is to allow yourself to rest. I know, what a concept. But to be honest with you, for a very long time, I put rest equals not getting my fitness goals, which was very unhealthy, because at that time, what I was striving for was to lose weight and to be a certain size, and that's not my goal anymore. My goal now is to work out to feel good, to work out for my mind, for my body, for my soul, and because I generally love it. So self-love for today is that I'm tired. I need to rest. I need to prioritize my rest. I need to also shift certain things around, because when I listen to my body, and I don't want to push myself too hard because I'm just feeling ickies. And you know when you're not feeling sick, you know when you work out a ton and you don't recover from those workouts, you feel like you're getting sick, but you're not. If you've been there, you get it. So I'm gonna do a 20-minute Sculpt Society workout, which is mat Pilates. I'm actually really excited about it. It's 20 minutes, and you know, my old self would have been, what, 20 minutes, so that you can add an extra 10 minutes, 30, and it's 10 more minutes. No, that is not healthy mindsets. That is not self-love behavior. Self-love behavior is, I don't want to work out today, but I do want to move my body because it genuinely makes me feel good. However, I don't want to overexceed myself so that then I'm not doing well enough to do the rest of my workouts this week. To get to this point in my life of self-love, when it comes to working out or moving my body or overall, has taken me years. And I was actually talking to a colleague of mine who's also a good friend, and him and I always line up every couple of months. We just chat, and I realized, and I was telling him, and I've told my therapist and friends of mine, like really good friends of mine, my best friends, how it's the first time that I truly feel like I love myself And I'm not just saying that to say like, oh yeah, I love myself. I genuinely think I'm a really cool person. And I love myself and I love who I am. But it's taken me years to get to this point where I'm accept myself. So a lot of these self-love conversations come from someone that didn't have that. And I want you to learn from my mistakes so you can hopefully get to this really good, fun place where you genuinely love yourself a lot quicker than I did. So you have less growing pains. All right, I'm gonna go make food because I am so hungry right now.
I've been on the road, I've been doing shows. Now we eating steak, remember sleeping on the floor. We stillin' at the gas station when the time was cold. In the kitchen, hot, still tryna flip it out the stove. Rockin' fake J's, praying that nobody know. Watch them take my dog away, it was way too hard to stay composed. Fight to see the light.
I'm gonna be so real with you guys right now. I had no intention of working out. Zero. I have had a migraine pretty much since I woke up. My body's just not doing well. But I also know that I need this workout. My mind, my brain, my body, my soul needs this workout. My anxiety needs this workout. And what I've realized through years of struggling with depression and anxiety is that sometimes the things that we don't want to do are the things that we have to do. The days I didn't want to go on a walk and be outside with nature are the days that I needed it the most for my depression and my anxiety. The days that I didn't want to go to therapy and didn't want to show up to that are the days that I needed it most. So today's workout is a form workout. It's another app. I have two apps. I got two apps this year. One is called Society, which is more of my Pilates based, even though Form does Pilates based workouts as well. My idea for Form was mostly to use it for strength training. So that's what we're doing.
Out of day, all this blood on my clothes. I was tired every day, green light, it's time to go. I don't wanna live life fast or die too young. Die too young. 100 miles per hour, might crash cause the good die young. Yeah, the good die young. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone.
We're gonna ignore the weird lighting. I have food because I didn't have lunch today because I had a big breakfast and I wasn't hungry. And anyways, that's beside the point. Today's self-love of the day, form of self-love of the day, is going to be going to a cycling class. Last week I booked a cycling class for this week, which honestly I've been kind of dreading all week, but now I'm really looking forward to it. So it's Wednesday. Today's supposed to be one of my run days, so I'm actually going to go running tomorrow, Thursday, because I really want to go to the cycling class. And the only reason why is because it's a Bad Bunny themed cycling class. One thing about me is I love Benito. I love him. So when I saw she's a teacher that I follow, so she does cycling and I believe Pilates. So she teaches at the studio, and she released her schedule last week saying that this week's Wednesday theme ride was going to be Bad Bunny, and obviously I signed up because I love Bad Bunny. So while I was not looking forward to it, I am so excited and happy that I did that because Bad Bunny makes me happy. And I haven't been to a cycling class in years. I was thinking back, and it's been since probably like 5 years ago that I haven't been to a cycling class. So I'm a little bit scared. I'm definitely gonna be rusty, but it's gonna be a new way of moving my body. So I'm pumped about that. I've never been to the studio. It's Ciclo, and it's in Coral Gables, which is not far from where I live, which is another reason that I decided to do it, because I was not driving in rush hour traffic. I'm not doing that. So I'm very pumped. I did my hair this morning and I'm really happy about it. Like, I feel like my hair is coming back to me. I don't know, I felt like I have wavy hair, and it hasn't been wavy the last couple of weeks or months. So I have this thing where depending on how my hair looks is how my mood is. And if my hair is looking good, my mood is good. Like, vibes are good, vibes are high internally. So I'm gonna say this means vibes are just gonna go up from here. So I'm gonna eat because I'm starving. And then I'm gonna start heading out relatively soon. But I'm pumped. I'm so hot. Can I just say that I think the parking gods have been with me, because every studio that I've gone to, I've just gotten really lucky with parking, and I've just found parking. So we have made it here. This is actually a very nice area. The studio's located in Coral Gables. I'm gonna show you guys what it looks like, because it's a very, very nice area. If you come to Miami, it's not a tourist area, so I would say it's mostly locals, and what you will find here is some really good restaurants, really nice buildings. It's more of a bougie area in Miami, so don't expect crazy high-end luxury stores or anything like that. It's very local, but it's very pretty, so I highly recommend if you guys come and check it out. I'm feeling a little nervous just because I haven't been to, like I told you guys, I haven't been to a cycling studio in a really long time, and I remember how to clip the shoes in and unclip them and stuff like that, but I'm a little nervous. So I'm gonna head in there already because it's 5:53 and I want to be there. You guys know my anxiety, I want to be there earlier rather than later, so that's what I'm gonna do. Now I'm analyzing, I'm like, is there parking spots in the front? Or should I just stay here? I'm just gonna stay here. Okay.
Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. Right back where I left because I know my people needed me. Diamond in the...
Porque vamos a bailar con heavy drug. ¿Cómo vamos? Aquí vamos.
I don't know if the camera is gonna be able to pick up the amount of sweat. I feel like I went to a hot yoga class or hot Pilates or something like that. It was not a heated class, okay? First of all, every studio needs to have like a Bad Bunny themed class, because el perreo estaba bueno, which if you're not Latino, perreo is like, how do I explain? Perreo, it's like twerking, okay? But all the time. I don't think there's an English translation to perreo. If there is, I'm gonna pop it on the screen. Perreo, how to explain perreo? I don't know. I feel like Urban Dictionary should have something, right? First of all, the instructor, she's amazing. She's so wonderful. I love her so much. Her energy was a 10 out of 10. Her vibe was out of this world. I wholeheartedly recommend Ciclo. I'm gonna leave the name of the studio here. It's first of all, I feel like I found my people. Everyone in there speaks Spanish. I mean, it was a Bad Bunny themed class, so it was all in Spanish, which was so lovely. It was amazing. I love that for me. But it's not to say if you don't speak Spanish, don't go there, because you can definitely go there. It's bilingual, okay? It's Miami. The studio was so clean. It just felt very homey, very cozy, very special. Nothing. I have been to like a couple other studios or like cycling, but this is my favorite. It's so good. The location is awesome. There's a parking lot actually in front of the studio, which I didn't realize that. So easy parking. You're gonna sweat your butt off till the last song. It's so good. Again, like, I don't know if you guys, I am dripping sweat. This shirt that I have on, it's, I swear I feel like I got into a cold plunge or something. I don't know, like I'm so sweaty. Why is my nose is so red too from the right? It was really good. I 10 out of 10 recommend. I also forgot that cycling is a full body exercise. You're doing arm work, you're doing crunches. It's a full body workout. I had forgotten about that, but it was really, really fun. Only mental note to myself is next time, maybe get a size up in my cycling shoes, because that's the only thing that was bothering me in the class, to be honest with you, was my cycling shoes. My right foot hurt, and I think it's because my size was off. But the class was phenomenal. They help you like set everything up. It's so good. It's so welcoming. So 10 out of 10 recommend. Now I'm gonna drive home. It's 7:20. I'm tired. I'm so glad I did this. I'm so excited to this. I feel so much more love for myself right now for doing this. The only mental note other I give to myself is let's try a sports bra. I know. My body dysmorphia is having a mental breakdown for me showing my stomach, but we're gonna do that. I'm actually gonna go home, shower, and then look on Amazon for like crazy CRZ yoga. They have some nice ones that I've seen. I'm gonna try that out. I'm gonna test that out. The leggings, these are the Camo Fitness leggings. I don't know if this is a good test run for them. They're good. They were comfy. I don't know why leggings rolled off. I don't know, guys. Listen, TBD, okay? TBD to all of this.
The block, no, I can't keep from me. Told me I should leave. I see the bigger picture and it's way bigger than me. Can't be living like a king, but my people need to eat. If I got it, then you got it. We gon' get back on our feet, and I put that on me. I don't wanna live life fast or die too young.
Post-run vibes. That was actually my longest run to date. 3.49 miles. It was rough. It was not the smoothest of runs. I think it was just in my head a lot too. But when I saw that I did 3.49 miles, I am really proud of myself because let me tell you, that's not easy. And I came with my sister. Hi, your sister. She did a little running tool, baby runs, but that's how I started. I'll put my stats up here. I feel so fancy saying that. I have my stats. Do I know what half of them mean? No, I do not. One thing I do want to research later tonight is making sure that my breathing technique is right. Because I don't think it's fully, I think there's room for improvement. I mean, there's a lot of room for improvement in my running, but that's one that I want to work on because I feel as if I get that down a lot better, my runs would be a lot smoother. And it'll be a lot more comfortable. So that's my goal for today. But I will say, and I was talking to my sister about this, my cycling class yesterday was a lot better than in the past, and it's because of the endurance I've been building because of running. So, and honestly, every other workout after running seems quite easy. Strength training is still challenging though, but yay. Let's go home now. Hi. Okay, so we are going to Mimi Yoga. Transparently, when I found this class yesterday, Mimi Yoga is like always booked on ClassPass unless you book way in advance, which I'm really bad at doing. So when I saw they had availability in their schedule, I was so pumped, I was so excited. It was at a perfect time for me. So boop, booked. It said power. That's mat Pilates. It's a hot yoga class. I wasn't looking to do a hot yoga class today, but clearly the universe had other things in mind for me. So we're rolling with it. So we're on our way there now. I'm about 7 minutes from the studio. I have wanted to try out Mimi Yoga because I've heard really good stuff. It's like a really, really, really popular gym here in Miami. So I'm excited. Another dumb thing I did is I am from Miami. Okay, but I still sometimes believe, oh, Google Maps might know a better route than me. No, it doesn't. It does. It made me do the stupidest thing, and I felt like such a tourist right now. But it's okay, because everything happens for a reason, and it's gonna be a great day. I am very excited about this class. So yeah, let's see how it goes. And I think I can record it there. So maybe I can record a couple clips for you guys as I'm dying. Not really, you know. Oh, also this weekend is the Lifetime marathon. I think they have a half marathon and they have a marathon, and I transparently, I feel like they've done this every year. This is not a new race, but I have never seen it because I, again, entering my running era at the end of November. So I kind of want to put this into the universe, but I'm thinking I would like to sign up for the half marathon, or the 5K. The 5K or the half marathon for next year. I am week 6 of 8 in my new to running plan with the Runna app. I'm super proud. Yesterday I did my longest run, as you guys saw. But I was reflecting back on that run. I was reflecting back on the past 6 weeks today in the morning. And I'm so proud of the commitment that I've done to myself and to running, because it's not easy, and there's definitely been weeks and days where I have not wanted to go on a run, and I still shut up and I still did it, and I'm super proud of myself for that. So I would like to just challenge myself, because I never thought that I was gonna be a runner. I never thought that listen, a couple weeks ago I was dying from running 1 mile. And here I am, bettering my pace, understanding what the heck pace is. I had no idea what pace was. So I'm super proud, and I think that's just something I would like to do, just to prove to myself that we can do hard things. Okay, so there was absolutely no parking spots available near the studio. So now I have a nice little walk to warm up, and I'm probably gonna be late. So we're rolling through things, but honestly, you guys, so far I don't think this is worth it. One of the other studios they have is in Wynwood, which is also just not fun to park by, and then you have to bring your own yoga mat and towel, which is fine, but in Studio 3, which parking is a lot easier to get to or find, you don't have to do that. So far Studio 3 is winning for me, in my opinion, my humble opinion. Oh, it gets worse. It gets worse. I'm almost there, so I just maybe might make it by the grace of God, and I really have to pee. And then I realized I forgot my water bottle in the car, and I don't have enough time to go back and get it. So I might need to purchase a water bottle at the studio. Yeah. This is not the vibe. This is not the plan. But it's okay. It's okay. Because you know we're doing it.
Die too young. 100 miles per hour might crash, cause good die young. But here I come. Push it to the limit, I can't go no more. Red light, no way, I'm coming back home. Long dirt road, all on my own. I'ma be the greatest, write my name in the stone. Write my name in the stone. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Yeah, I'm coming back home. Write my name in the stone. Cause I'm coming back home. Cause I'm coming back home. Coming back home. I'm coming back home. Y'all coming back home. Y'all coming back home. I'm coming back home.
I was totally going to debrief you guys on in the class right now, but I think I'm gonna do that when I get home and I shower and I change, because 1, I'm tired. 2, I think I want to collect my thoughts, and 3, the lighting sucks. So where I know I really put the place, you guys, doesn't look that great, you know. And I don't know, I want to debrief my thoughts. I had to end up getting a water bottle. It is what it is, you know. One. Woo! Just felt like I had to document that. Let's see. You guys can see. Ah! 111. Okay, let's go home. I stopped being lazy and I got my little baby tripod that I have. Also, I'm gonna go into like our chat for the week, but highlight overview is, I think I've been overdoing it just a tiny little bit. Not overdoing it, but not giving myself proper rest. So I think that hot yoga class took a toll on me. We'll debrief on that. But I'm having something sweet, and I had a bit of Coke because my blood pressure was 100 with 55, which is really low, and it was probably lower than that, because I wasn't feeling well. I had food. I needed food. I didn't have the energy to record, but I had black rice, white beans, and meat, protein. And now I'm having something sweet because, like, honestly, I'm craving it. And you know what? I want to, so I'm having this. This is what my body wants. I'm having health anxiety, so now I gotta check my pulse to make sure that I'm not dying. I'm thinking the realities of just who I am as an individual, to be honest with you. And part of my year for my word of the year is authenticity, and this is truly me being my most authentic self. Anyways, I have to get back to work and do stuff, but we'll come back and chat. Oh, it's much later, and I changed my shirt because the other one got dirty, you guys. How could that happen? Lighting is horrible already because it's the end of the day. So let's debrief. It's ironic that this video is going to start us. It's ironic that this video is going to start off me doing a hot yoga class at Studio 3. And it's going to end me doing another hot yoga class, which I didn't intend to book, but I honestly think it was just the universe. That was the universe intent for me in another studio. So I went to Mimi Yoga in Coconut Grove. And first of all, finding parking, not as easy as I thought it was gonna be. And the class that I took today for the hot yoga class, I didn't love it. The cues weren't the easiest to understand. I think it was a little too hot. I understand it's a hot yoga class. However, I don't know what was in the air, but 3 people left the class before the class ended, and then a girl stepped out once or twice. So I truly think it just comes down to personal experience. If I had to choose between Mimi Yoga and Studio 3, I'm gonna go with Studio 3. The other thing that I didn't like, which I know this is common for a lot of studios, but honestly, these classes are already expensive. So you have to bring your own yoga mat and towel. In Studio 3, you didn't. Like, they have their yoga mats there, they have their towels, and it's free, no charge. I don't know, I think it's a nice complimentary thing to offer people that go there. Now, to tie everything back together, and the reason that I am actually happy that I didn't know that I had booked a hot yoga class, but it ended up being a hot yoga class. As you know, the theme for this week's video was self-love, love in general. Funny enough, I think there's a good tie to this, and that tie is that sometimes we don't know what we have until we have something else. In this case, it's gonna sound maybe dumb, but I didn't and I wouldn't have appreciated Studio 3 as much as I did if I wouldn't have had my experience at Mimi Yoga. So at times in life, if certain friendships or relationships end or certain things happen, that relationship, that friendship may never come into fruition, and you guys may never align again, and your cross may never path, and your paths may never cross again. And there's a lesson to learn with everything that we have in this that happens to us in this lifetime. While mental illnesses suck, I do appreciate that it has given me a different outlook on life, and it allows me to be a little bit more grateful for those really good days. And bad days doesn't mean a bad life, it just means a bad day. And then the same could be said for friendships. I've had friendships in my life that weren't the best of friendships, and those friendships taught me what good friendships look like and what healthy relationships between friends should be, and a supportive system around you. And the same could be said about people that I've dated or relationships that I've had in the past. They have taught me what a healthy, genuine connection with someone looks like. It also all allowed me to have a better understanding of who I am as an individual. So part of this self-love, it isn't pretty. It's actually very ugly. You have to strip a lot of layers of yourself to discover the things that you love and the things that you don't, what makes you you and what doesn't make you you, who you want to be, who you don't want to be. It takes us a level of self-awareness to be able to really dig into yourself and realize that not every single part of you is perfect, and it's never gonna be, but realize the areas where maybe you need a little bit more development than others, and be willing to put in the work to make those changes. So while in some of these clips you might see that I'm going to fitness studios and workout classes and having a good time, yes, but in my head, when I was even at the cycling class, I was so focused, or a part of my brain was focused on how I looked and how I felt about my body, that I wasn't able to fully enjoy the experience that I was having in that class, and the music, and it being Bad Bunny themed and all that stuff, because of the way that my body looked to me in my head. Like, no one else was paying attention to me except myself. And that was a realization that I had this week, where I was like, okay, there's definitely some development that I can make in the way that I view myself, or the way that I talk to myself. And that's been a long-term history with me because I struggle with eating disorders and body dysmorphia. But it was something that was highlighted to me this week. And that is an area of my self-love journey that I need to dig into a little bit more now. Because sometimes in healing journeys or in self-love journeys, like there's certain things that are going to be amplified or be more important in certain seasons or in certain times of your lives than others. So certain things have to take a step back for other things to be prioritized. And then you kind of come back to them and then they switch around. So just allow yourself to flow a little bit more within yourself and within the changes that happen in our lives naturally. And allow situations to be what they are, but don't put so much energy in things. Allow things to just be and then let them go. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I am having a lot of fun doing these. It's been great self-reflection for myself as well. So thank you for allowing me the space and time and energy in this lifetime to do things like this. I'll see you guys in the next one. Adios.